What's up, CW fans? I've got a GHD Telegraph Key made in Japan. Just got this used off of eBay, and it is gorgeous. Whoever had this took amazingly great care of it. I have a keyer hooked up, my Logic keyer hooked up, so this could absolutely be a much nicer setup. But in order for me to just play around with it, that's what I've got hooked up, and it's working pretty great. The action on this is amazing. The workmanship is super tight, super awesome. It looks like we have, where's my pointer stick here? Looks like we've got some connect points here. So we've got this kind of like a bolt essentially that makes contact with, it looks kind of like it's copper, but I don't think it is. It might be like bronze or something. And it's attached to this plate, which is offset from this armature here, so that it can be connected to this wire that goes in through the base. Got the same thing on this side too. So we're isolating the conductor here with these nylon screws and some bushings behind there, or some what do you call them, washers essentially. And we have the wires going through the base, and they go underneath here to each one of these posts. So the left one, this post is isolated with like a nylon washer here. The one in the middle here is ground, so that's actually making contact with this base. And then we have the same thing here on the right, where there's like a nylon washer. Actually, that's kind of like a really cool picture right there. I might have to take that picture. So underneath, looks like this. Those are the wires that go through and around. As you can see, that there's some nylon bushings isolating the. Looks like it is definitely a stainless screw on each side. We've got the little dot at the top of that Phillips screw makes you know that that's actually not a Phillips screw. That's I think it's called a JIS screw, which is kind of like a Phillips screw, but a touch different. You might want to Google that. It's kind of interesting. I think it's better than a Phillips screw. So we've got that, and it looks like the wire, it's like high voltage wire or something like that. It really makes it nice. And that doesn't need to be high voltage, just makes it nice. But yeah, these thumb screws here, thumb bolts, and then these lock nuts, they look like they're chromed or something like that. I don't think they're stainless. But we've got these are stainless screws that connect these finger pieces onto these bars here. So they're kind of thinner than I've usually seen on other CW keys, but work great. That was a really that was like a 1. I've got it set to 40 words a minute here. Oh, 39 words a minute, apparently. So, but yeah, it's the action on this is really good. You can absolutely use this in high-speed CW if you want to play around. Oh, that's a 72. It's like the QRP guys. But it's a great key. It looks beautiful. I think I got it for like $215. So not super expensive. I don't know how much they are new. Got nice rubber feet here. Looks good. There's my serial number and model number. But it works really great. There's obviously each one of these. This is a spring. I don't want to say spring actuated. It's the opposing force is a spring as opposed to a magnet. So we can like pull this out a little bit, and you'll see that the spring elongates a little bit. So don't need much force on this paddle to actuate it. So if we screw this in, kind of like so, you'll notice that my little gentle force doesn't do anything. I have to actually give it a push. So that's the tensioner, and we'll just kind of like give it a medium tension. And then of course, this is the distance between the contact point and this screw. So if we kind of like bring it out, you can have quite a distance. So if you like more of a, I will call it a sloppy feel, you can do that. I do have it kind of like widened out like that on the one in my car, because when I go over bumps and, you know, different things in the road, just the jostling of the key will sometimes make it actuate a little bit. So, but yeah, that's the GHD Telegraph Key. It's beautiful. One big problem with it is, as you can see, as I've touched it, it gathers fingerprints big time. But other than that, it's gorgeous. It works great. Sounds great. Actually, that sounds great. And it feels great. So a little bit loose on the action on this side. Oh, too much, obviously. Yeah, a little bit too tight, I guess, on that. But either way, looks great, feels great, and a really nice key. So any questions, let me know. CW on, my friends.